Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betcraft. Another very beautiful Saturday morning, and once again, we're back with our predictions right on this very channel. You know, we know so many games are happening across the globe, but we are able to select, as usual, a few games that we look into and make our in-depth analysis on this matches before bringing it forward for you. Okay, and yesterday we had a very good outing. Yesterday we saw, most of the games that we predicted, 5 out of those 6 games, saw success yesterday. You know, uh, except Lazio match. We saw Lazio getting a red card in 58 minutes of the match, thereby gifting the opportunity to come out to equalize on that occasion. But we expected Lazio to win that very match. But it didn't happen. That what happens sometimes in football. But we had 5 games correct out of 6. That's a very good one. So today we go again, and we believe today we're going to do much better. And we already have games lined up. And in a short while, we'll be looking at the matches one after the other. But I want to use the opportunity to ask you first, we're coming across our video for the first time. Yet to subscribe, to kindly take out time to hit the subscription button right now so that you will not be missing out on our subsequent games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. Okay. All right. That being said, let's get to the business of today, and we'll be starting with the very first match. It is in Italian Serie A. We'll have AC Milan who will be facing Cagliari. And looking at recent games of both sides, you see that AC Milan, the last 6 matches, have actually seen 4 victories out of those, but have had 2 draws as well. And Cagliari, on the other hand, have lost 5 games in the last 6 matches that they have so far, winning just one. Okay, when you look at how these two teams fared and head-to-head on home and away perspective, you could see that for the home side, AC Milan, they have had 6 victories in the last 10 home games that they had so far. They've also had 3 draws as well as 1 loss in the last 10 home matches. And away side, Cagliari have managed to achieve 2 victories from away and 2 draws, but have lost 6 matches in the last 10 away games that they have so far on head-to-head basis. You can see that last time they met was actually November last year, and they played out a 3-draw on that occasion. But prior to that, we saw AC Milan dominating the last 5 head-to-head meetings, winning convincingly on all 5. So in this very one, we will expect to see, Milan also dominating and winning this very game. And it is a home win out shortly. That's what for that very game. So that takes us to our next match, and it is also in Serie A. We have Udinese who will be facing Atalanta. Okay, Udinese in the last 6 have seen 2 victories, 2 draws, as well as 2 losses in the last 6 encounters. And when you look at Atalanta, on the other hand, they've won 3 games, they've lost 2 and 1 draw in the last 6 games that they have so far. Looking at how these two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you could say for the home side, Udinese have had 5 victories in the last 10 home matches that they have so far. They've also lost 4 and have had 1 draw. And away side, Atalanta in the last 10 away games have been able to achieve 8 victories out of those 10 away games. They've had 1 draw and 1 loss, which came in the match against Atalanta in the Italian Super Cup. All right, so in this very encounter, we know that Atalanta has been a very good side on center. Times they've actually won their matches. All right, and we saw that the last head-to-head meeting saw Atlanta beating the side by 2-1, and also beating them prior to that by 2-0 and 2-0 on that occasion. So Atlanta have been quite dominant. There's never been a time in the last 10 meetings that Udinese won against this very side. Rather the best they could muster is a draw. They've had 5 draws out of the last 5 meetings, but Atlanta have actually won 5 times out of the last 10 meetings. So in this very encounter, we are towards expecting Atalanta to achieve a result against Udinese side, and it is our side to win. That's what we expect in that very encounter. Okay, and the next game we have for you is in Northern Ireland Premiership, where we have Ballymena United who will be up against Glentoran. Okay, in recent games of the home side, you will see that they've had 2 victories and 3 losses as well as 1 draw. And away side, Glentoran have seen 4 victories, 1 draw, and 1 loss in the last 6 matches. And when you look at how they fared on home and away basis, the home side have actually won 5 games in the last 10 home matches. They've lost 5, but actually they've lost the last 3 home matches. And away side, Glentoran have been able to achieve 6 victories from away, but have lost 3 games and 1 draw in the last 10 away matches that they had so far. And the last time they met, it was Ballymena United who actually won from away by 2-1. That was on 7th of January, this very year. So in this very encounter, we will expect to see, because of because of the fact that we know that there are no, clear stronger side, we expect to see goals in this one. So, and also noting the fact that they've actually produced goals in most of their meetings. We expect to see a minimum of 2 goals appearing in this very encounter, over 1.5. That's what I'll value for that very game. And the next game is in Israel. Okay, we'll have Ironi Tiberias coming up against Maccabi Tel Aviv. All right, the home side. Ironi Tiberias have had just 1 victory in the last 6 matches that they had. They've also had two losses as well as 3 draws. In away side, the Maccabi Tel Aviv have had 5 victories and 1 draw in the last 6 games. All right, looking at how these two teams have performed on head-to-head basis, you can see that the home side have won 3 matches from home. They've also had 3 draws as well as 4 losses in the last 10 home matches. And away side, Maccabi Tel Aviv have been able to achieve 6 victories in the last 10 away games. They've had 2 draws and 2 losses as well. But in this very encounter, we expect to see the away side Maccabi Tel Aviv achieving a result against this very side, and it is away side to win out shortly. That's what I've value for that very encounter. And the next game that we have is in Holland Dutch division, the Divisie, where we have a PSV who will be coming up against AZ. And PSV in the last 6 have seen 4 victories and 2 losses, and AZ have won 5 games and 1 draw in the last 6% matches. And looking at how the two teams have fared on home and away base, you could see that for PSV playing from home, the last 10 home matches have won 9 games out of those, and the other one being a draw against Sporting Lisbon. And we side AZ have managed to achieve 4 victories from away. They've lost 4 matches as well, and they've had 2 draws in the last 10 away games that they had so far. On head-to-head basis, the last time they met, it was PSV who won. That was October last year by 2 goals to 1 actually, and prior to that, we know that PSV has been very, very dominant of the last 5 head-to-head meetings, winning 4 times and is a win on 1 occasion. But this very one will actually go for a goal verdict in this very one. We expect to see a minimum of 3 goals appearing in this very encounter, over 2.5. That's what verdict for that very encounter. Okay, and the next game we have is in Belgium. We'll have Genk who will be up against Leuven. Right, Genk in the last 6 matches have seen 4 victories and 1 draw, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 matches that they have so far. And away side, on the other hand, Leuven have won 3 games, 1 draw, but have also lost 2 matches in the last 6% matches that they have so far. Looking at how these two teams have fared, on home and away base, you can see that for the home side, Genk in the last 10 home matches, they have won the entire 10 games that they played from home in recent times. And Leuven, on the other hand, have managed just 1 victory, but they've also had 4 draws that have lost 5 matches in the last 10 away matches that they have so far. When you put all that together, we know that even though the last time they met was actually August of last year, we saw Leuven beating this very side, beating Genk from home by 3 goals to 1. And but on this very occasion, we know that Genk is a very good side when they're playing from home. They do so well, and they're looking to win this very encounter outrightly. So it is the home side to win outrightly. That's on Friday for this very game. And that brings our predictions for you today on Bestcraft to a conclusion. I wish you the very best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes green. Also, remember to play responsibly. It is a football match. Sometimes it may not be exactly what it seems. All right. Remember to also, tune in tomorrow. We'll be coming up with our predictions. Don't miss out. But at that time, keep winning.